Education in Brazil began with the arrival of Portuguese, when priests took on the role of catechists and teachers of the indigenous. But of course, we can forget that there was education in Brazil before the Portuguese, because the indigenous used to teach each other some techniques of life. History began with the relationship established between religion and education, until the Jesuits were expelled from the country in 1759. It was only many years later that the responsibility for education fell to the state. However, teachers were not prepared to teach. People who had simply received some education became teachers, most of whom were priests. And it was only in 1835, during the colonial period, that the first teacher training schools appeared. However, moral and religious values were the most valued, even more than the knowledge held by teachers.
The vast majority did not recognize the importance of education. For this reason, parents did not send their children to school at the age of 5, as recommended by the reform, or as soon as they learned to read and write, they were taken out of school. In the Republic of Brazil, there was a reform in education, which included divisions by grades and according to age groups. It was at this time that the role of school principal emerged, a position held by men. And today, after so much time, precarious education is one of the social problems in our country. This is because there are children who still do not have access to formal education, or the schools they attend are overcrowded and offer poor conditions. As a result, these children have fewer opportunities. One of the biggest problems is that Brazil does not invest in education adequately, despite investing more in education than some developed countries.